Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren, and in today's video, do I have a story time for you? So before we get into it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm currently at 557 subscribers, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 before the summertime, so remember to hit that subscribe button. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into our story. Alright guys, so to set the tone of my little story time, I have to go back about a month or so ago. So basically, your girl got called in to jury duty. I don't know how, I don't know why they picked me, but I got picked for jury duty. And keep in mind, I am 21 years old, so I was the youngest person in this jury duty room. But basically, about a month or so ago, I received a letter and they told me, we would like you to come in for jury duty a week or two from now. I said, nope, I can't do that, because at the time when I received my letter, I had just come back home for my Christmas holiday and I just started my new job, so I couldn't miss that. I had training, I had to get acclimated to the work environment, I couldn't do all that. And so I sent in my deferment, letting them know why I couldn't perform jury duty, thinking, okay, once I send this in, they should be like, okay, Miss Bell, you're good, you don't have to come in anymore. I kid you not. After I sent through my deferment, they emailed me back the next day, Friday morning, saying, okay, you don't have to come to this jury duty date, but we expect you to come back on April 15th. That was 2 weeks from the day I had sent through my deferment. And I was like, what? I was like, why are you... I was like, I just told you people financially, I can't do this. So why are you talking about come back in 2 weeks from now? So I just breathed in, breathed out. I went to my mom because I was freaking out after doing my whole breathe in, breathe out. And my mom was like, it's okay. Don't worry. Once you do it and you get it over with, they shouldn't ever call you back in again. And I said, okay, fine. And so Monday was April 15th, because today's the 17th when I'm filming it. It was my last day today. But basically, I go in April 15th, I dress up, I do my little business casual. One of the top I wore the first day of jury duty is in the dirty wash. So this is literally my outfit from today for after our last day. And I came home and sat down in front of the camera to tell y'all the story. But basically, I get in there and there is a whole long line of people waiting to be let in. And so I'm thinking, oh, maybe these are the employees, maybe this is just other people, we have to go through the metal detectors, da-di-da-di-da. Nope, all jury. About 80 people were requested to come into jury duty. And so I'm like, oh my God, no. I'm like, not only do I have to come in here and do something I don't want to do, I also have to do it with a whole bunch of people I don't know and sit down in this room and just wait. So I get in, I check in for my jury duty, I'm quiet, I have my phone, I have a backup charger, I've got my portable charger with me, I brought some snacks, I'm set up so that if anything happens, you know, I'm good. All I gotta do is grab my little duffel bag and run out the door. So I sit down, and at this time I've checked in, they've given me my little jury duty sticker, look, my little juror sticker right here. I was a juror. They give me my sticker and we all sit down. An hour goes by. Then 2 hours goes by. Then 3 hours go by. And we're all just sitting there. No one's coming to say anything. The bailiffs, which they were super sweet ladies, these two bailiffs, they're just sitting in front of the door making sure we don't leave, but they are chatting it up. They are gossiping about any and everything under the sun. And while we are all sitting there, when I tell you the Wi-Fi in this courthouse was awful. There was no reading material, and the reading material I had was on my phone. And because the Wi-Fi was awful, I couldn't read nothing. I couldn't watch nothing. I couldn't do nothing in this room until they opened those doors and I could leave the room. When I tell you guys, everyone in this room was so miserable. And about 10 or so people went up to the front desk. They spoke to the ladies behind the counter, and I don't know how, I don't know if they did a one-time deferment or what they did, but they left. They got out of it, and I didn't see those people again. And I was so mad, but I said, you know what? No, I'm going to stick this out for however long this takes, because like my mom said, and like she told me, once I do it once, they shouldn't really call me again anytime soon, hopefully. And so I'm sitting there and I start talking to the people sitting next to me. I start getting to know them. It's really nice. I make a couple nice, really good friends. And so we're just talking, chatting it up. at about what time? The first day we went to lunch at 12 o'clock. They let us go for lunch. They have a cafeteria upstairs. And so a group of us goes upstairs to the cafeteria. And I think the first day they served curry chicken or shrimp with rice and some broccoli cheese. So I got some curry shrimp with some rice. It was pretty good. I couldn't complain. The only thing was, though, we had to pay for our lunch. And in my opinion, even though it was only $6, it wasn't bad. But the fact that we were there, we weren't getting a lot of money paid to us to be here, only $25 a day, which sucks. Not only were we barely getting paid to do this, they couldn't even provide us with a free lunch. Like, are you for real? Like, we all had our little juror stickers on, and the lunch ladies, who were super sweet ladies, they were super sweet ladies, but they were very serious, and they're like, it's gonna be $6. And I was like, are you for real? She was like, She was like, I know you guys are on the jury, but they make you guys pay too. So if you want some food, come pay for it. I got that food. I sat down. It was hot. It was some real good hot food that day. So I enjoyed myself. I ate my food. I made friends with 2 other ladies. We all went outside and we sat down. We kikied, we talked, and then we went back inside the room. And for about another 4 hours, till like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or no, that would be like 3 hours if we went back in at 12 something. Yeah, that would be about 3 hours, because 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got released at around 3, I think, on the first day. For another 3 hours, we just sat there doing nothing. No Wi-Fi, nothing, just twiddling our thumbs, watching each other. So by about 3 o'clock, they let us out. We all go home, and they tell us they didn't have any active cases that day, so we were free to go, but we had to come back in the next day just in case there were cases for the next day. So we all moan, groan, grumble. We get up and we go home. The next day, we get up, we go back into the courthouse, we sit down, we proceed to wait for about, because when was lunchtime? Yesterday. Yesterday's lunchtime was at, I think it was at 11:45. Yeah, because they wanted us back in there at 1:15. So it was at 11:45 because we got like an hour and some change of a break. We sat there from 8:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock or 11:45 till they let us out for lunch. When I tell you guys, this was the most aggravating 3 hours and 15 minutes ever. It was aggravating. So we were just talking to each other, telling jokes until we got released for lunch again. We go up to lunch. When I tell you guys, yesterday's lunch, this was Tuesday, yesterday's lunch was so nasty. It was so nasty. It literally made my blood boil because I paid $6 for some spaghetti. It was chicken spaghetti, which why would you put chicken in spaghetti? What sense does that make? But anyways, I get this chicken spaghetti. I sit down. It has cheese on top of it. I think it looks good at the start. When I tell you guys, I put this chicken spaghetti in my mouth, and the tomato sauce or whatever sauce they put on this that they used is the consistency, you know, like that thick cough syrup. And it even has like a medicinal, like nasty sweet aftertaste to it. There was no tomatoes in this sauce. It was nasty. That's how bad it was. I literally just picked off the cheese off the top, put it on a napkin, dabbed the sauce off, and ate the cheese, and nothing else on that plate. And then drank half of my Sprite and threw the rest in the trash. That's how nasty it was. I was so mad. But I thank God that I brought snacks with me because I had 3 bags of chips, and throughout my 3 days there, I ate 1 bag of chips each day. So I was good. We go back downstairs after lunch, and we're sitting in our little waiting room, jurors room again. For about 2 hours, nothing happens. Another hour goes by, nothing happens. It's like now 3:30 in the afternoon, almost 4. One of the juror, I think she was like the head jurors or the lady that was in charge of all the jurors and jury duty, she comes in. And she says, when I call your name, please step out into the hallway and proceed to head upstairs. She calls about 40 people out of the room. They leave. We think, oh my goodness, they're going to be the ones that are picked for jury duty. About another 2 hours goes by. 2 hours goes by. It's almost 5 o'clock at this point. Almost everyone that was picked comes back except for about 6 people. So about how many is that? 34 people come back. And we're like, well, what happened? What did they have you guys do? What all happened upstairs? Because they went to the second floor. And they were like, they questioned them, had them do a questionnaire, had them answer like if they knew any police officers, anyone that worked in the building, if it would be financially taxing for them to perform jury duty, da-da-da-da-da. And they were like, once they were done, they kept 6 people back and they sent the rest of them downstairs. We were like, okay, oh my goodness, this might be our last day here if they pick their people. No. At about 4:15, I kid you not, the lady that checked us all in that was behind the glass window, she comes out and she's like, when I call your name, please go stand out into the hallway. And so she calls out like another, I think 40 or so people. And so we're thinking, oh my goodness, are we going to get to stay? Because some of the people that were called again had already been taken up to the second floor. So they were like, oh my gosh, are we getting questioned again or are we leaving? They proceed to tell us that we could go home, but that we would have to come back again the next day, which is today, Wednesday, at the time of this filming. And so we're like, are you kidding me? And so one person says, well, what about the people that are still back there? Because like now, a good handful of like 20 to 30 people were left back there. And she was like, well, we have to handle that with them later. We said, okay. Ooh, excuse me. We said, okay, no problem. We all leave, we go home, we come back in the next day. First of all, I want to say, not only did yesterday's jury duty service, which I just told you about, one of the ladies that I hung out with on the first day, not only did she not come back, and I don't know if she got in trouble or not, or got a deferment, but when we came back on the third day, which was today, tell me why they checked in all of us, and an hour in, we all start looking around the room, back and forth, all the seats. There are like 30 some odd seats empty. These people didn't come back that they kept in the room. And so one of the older ladies turns to the bailiff and said, excuse me, where are all the people from yesterday that got kept back? And she said, oh, she said, this is literally what she said. This is what she said. She turns to us and says, they're free to go. They didn't have to come back today because they already got questioned and they weren't needed. And so it's just you guys now. They're waiting to see if they're going to pick any of you for a case if it happens today. And we literally go, oh my God, no. And so we proceed to sit there and sit there and sit there till 11:45 when they released us for lunch. I go upstairs and I had a burger with bacon on it and some ketchup, lettuce, tomato. It was real good. It was a really good burger. We go back downstairs and we sit, because we got back downstairs at, I want to say like 1:15. We got back downstairs. That's when they had us come back in from lunch. So we sit down and we wait for like another hour to see what happens. And so finally, the same lady that was behind the glass comes out and she has all these papers in her hand. And she said, thank you so much, jurors, for waiting and being patient with us. There will not be any trials going on for the rest of the week, so you all are free to go when I call your name. Please get your certificate. When I tell you guys, the room erupted in celebration. We were so glad to be out of there because people were starting to get sick and tired, because during lunch, we're allowed to leave the premises. I didn't, because I didn't feel like doing it, because if I left, I was going home and I wasn't coming back. So I stayed on the premises because I did not want police coming after me. But when I tell you, some of these people they went out to eat. Some people went to Cheddar's. Some people went to, what's it called? Juicy Crab. Some people went to Juicy Crab up the street. Some people went to Red Lobsters as little groups. And I was like, I don't even blame them, because I understood they needed that fresh air. They needed to go outside, just not be in that courtroom anymore. So when they told us that we were free to go, I said, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Give me my certificate and don't call me back here no more. It was so bad that 2 of the girls that I hung out with today, we sat down eating our burgers and the police officers were coming in and out getting their food too. And the police officers that worked at the courthouse, they were super nice, super sweet, and they actually spoke to us and they were like, how's your jury duty going? I know it's annoying, da-da-da-da-da. and they were collecting the police officer's name and writing them down, and then proceeded to tell each and every police officer they spoke to that if we get called into questioning, that they're going to tell them we know such and such, and if they ask, you say you know us because you know we don't want to do this jury duty. That's how bad it was. They were making friends with the police officers to get out of this. That's how crazy it was. That's how done everybody was, because we just sat there for almost how many hours every day, for almost like from anywhere from around 6 to 7 hours every day. We just sat there doing nothing, and we all only got paid $25 each day. I got $75 on the little debit card that they gave us, and I'm still trying to decide what I'm doing with it. I'm probably just gonna end up buying groceries with it at this point. That is to say, I have had a very annoying week, and now I have to go to work tomorrow because I'm not going to work today. I'm just not signing in. I haven't gone to work for the last 3 days because it was just so draining being in that courtroom. My head literally hurts just thinking about going to that courtroom, passing that courtroom. I pray to God that I never have to perform jury duty. I pray to God that when I move, if I ever move to another state, another county, that they never say, oh, let's bring her in, let's have her do jury duty. I will say, no, I can't do it. I'll be out of the state, I'll be out of the country for another year. I won't be here. So yeah, that's how the last 3 days of my life went. That's how the beginning of my week went. From Monday to Wednesday, I got paid $25 each day to sit in a room with people I didn't know, look at each other like we were stupid, and then proceeded to go home Wednesday after they did not need us. And all I got was $75. But yeah, I had fun. I made a couple friends. It was nice. Will I ever speak to those people again? No. Will they ever speak to me again? No, because we're free. We don't have to go there no more again, hopefully. I just wanted to come on here and complain about jury duty. All I have to say is that I hopefully, thankfully done my civic duty and never have to do it again. And now I am going to go have some dinner, call my grandma, tell her about my last day of jury duty, and then take a nap and go for a walk because I'm done and I'm over it. But this is the end of today's video. I just wanted to come on here and complain. I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe because I really appreciate it and it really helps out my channel. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.